Hi all, good morning, good afternoon. Hope you are doing well. So in this today class, we will going to see another agentic framework called CrewAI. Okay, so you have seen in the previous class how you can use the LangChain to build your basic agent, and you can build your multiple agent, how all the agents can be, collate together in a thread or in a chain. So that you have seen, I have explained a couple of sample agents how you can build that agent. Okay, so similarly, we will going to see in this today class how we can use another framework of agentic called CrewAI. Okay, so CrewAI is also another framework where we can build the agents. We can, you can say we can collaborate the agent with each other, and also you can build the crew agents which can supervise all of the sub agents, or you can say the team agents. Okay, so that we are going to see, but before that I will strongly recommend you have to go to the previous class and understand how exactly LangChain is working, because once you get understanding about the LangChain, and then you will be get familiar on the CrewAI and all. Okay, so before I will start, I will just go ahead and create a project called CrewAI underscore demo. So you have to just go to your local directory, and into the local directory you have to create your project called CrewAI underscore demo, or any folder name you have to just create inside your directory. Once you have created the directory, as like previous you have seen in the LangChain, similarly you have to create the requirement document, right? So let me go to my agenda. I'll copy the requirement document.txt, the file name I'm going to create. Just go here and paste this file called requirement.txt file. Okay, and you have to copy all this content you are going to, or you can say all this library you are going to use as part of your CrewAI project. So one is called CrewAI library, so that is going to be installed to work on the agents to build your multi-agent system. Okay, because in the LangChain you have seen, you have built the agent, you have collate the agent in a single chain and all, but the problem is in the LangChain it will be linear in nature. Okay, and second thing, the LangChain don't have any agents, don't have any states, don't have any memories. Because of all these drawbacks, then the people have moved to LangGraph, where you get more and more capabilities and features, where you can leverage your agentic ecosystem, where the agents can communicate to each other and give the feedbacks, and also the supervisor agent can drive all the sub agents. Okay, then CrewAI, if you talk about CrewAI, will be more user friendly framework, where you will easily can build the agent, you can communicate through the agents, you can define your crew agents which can drive rest of the sub agents and all. Okay, so that I can say it will be mostly user friendly framework used for agentic system. Okay, so first of all, once you have created the project called CrewAI underscore demo, then you have to create the file name called requirement.txt. so what exactly we'll do here, you have to paste the libraries you are going to be installed as part of your project. So you have to paste it here. So my case is CrewAI underscore tools, and load on underscore .env. so you already aware of this is mainly used for the crew and for the tools task and all, but the load underscore .env is mainly used for to load the file or load the content from the .env file, right? So let me save this. Okay, then the next is I have to create the .env file. So .env file, I am going to store all my keys, all my models, all my path and all. So I'm going to store it here, right? So what I'm going to store it here, so if you see, this is only the detail at this point of time I'm going to store it. What exactly this detail? This is nothing but your grok API key. It means that where exactly you are going to access the model, right? So you should have a API keys so that you can access this model, right? So how will you get this key? So you have to just go to your browser and you have to search grok. So any model you can use, but in this demo I'm going to use grok. You can use OpenAI, you can use Claude, you can use OpenRouter, even also you can use your local model called Olama. Okay, so but I'm using the grok one just for the demo. So you can just go to the grok side, and you have to go to free API keys. Okay, here you will find all the API keys here. Okay, you can go ahead and create API key here. You can say crew, any name you can give, crew AI key I can give, explanation I can give 7 days, I can submit it. Okay, so once I click on submit, then it will going to generate one API key for me to access the model. So I'll just copy this API key, I'll back to my Kiro, and I'll update this API key with the latest API key I got from grok. So let me paste it here. Okay, so I paste it here, then I'll save it, and then the model. So I can say grok underscore LLM underscore model. Okay, so I have to define the model also, right? So to define the model, you have to go to the grok side, and you can check it which model you are comfortable, or it's a free model, you can go ahead and use it. So here you can see there are a lot of models are available, but out of these some of the models are free, some of are in paid. Okay, so you can use llama 3.3 70 billion versatile, you can use this one also. Okay, Queen also you can use, or you can use, this is the best one I will say the for the testing for your practice. You can go ahead. So I'm going to use this one. So OpenAI key, okay, which is given by Grok. Okay, so using Grok platform, I got the key. Then I'll go back to my Kiro and I'll paste it here. Okay, so that's it. So then I'll back to the requirement. I have set all my libraries in the requirement. In environment, I have set all the keys and all my models, or the whatever the models I'm going to use it. Now the next step is I have to install all these requirement libraries, right? So how to install? You have to go to the terminal, open the new terminal, and you have to go to this particular project. So I'm in the current project. If you see, I'm in the project CrewAI underscore demo. Then same like the previous class, you have to just copy this command pip install -r requirement.txt. So just paste it and click on install. So it will going to install CrewAI underscore tools, load underscore .env, everything will be getting installed. Okay, so if you see here, the successfully install the CrewAI things, right? The CrewAI underscore tools here, right? So next step is what I have to do. I have to go and create a file called QA Analyst Agents. So what exactly QA Analyst Agent? Why I have created this, right? So the QA Analyst Agent is nothing but an agent which will do the job on behalf of me. So suppose I am a QA analyst, I want one of my agent will do my job. Okay, so what exactly this QA analyst is going to do? The QA analyst is going to do whatever the role you are going to give, whatever the objective, whatever the descriptions, whatever the task you are going to give, that is going to perform. Okay, so now this is one of the agent I have created called QA underscore analyst underscore agent that is going to do that job, right? So what you have to do, as like previous class, you have to import the libraries, right? So what are the libraries you are going to import? Just go here. I have written everything so that you can memorize. Okay, here these are the libraries you are going to import. Okay, so what is this libraries? I am going to explain it here. Okay, so if you see CrewAI, from CrewAI library I am going to import agent, task and crew. Agent is nothing but to define the agent, to create the agent or to define the agent. Task is nothing but you are going to pass the task to the agent to going to perform. Crew is nothing but the leader of all the agents. Suppose you have 10 agents you have defined or you have created, so someone will be drive all these 10 agents, right? That will be called crew. Okay, so then the next step is from CrewAI, I'm importing the LLM because I'm going to access the LLM also. Okay, similarly .env you know already, which is going to be used to read the content from the .env file, which is load from load underscore .env. Okay, so I'm importing load underscore .env from .env, crew same for LLM, and rest of the things like agent, task, crew I'm importing from CrewAI. So this is just the operating systems I'm importing to access some of the environmental variables, right? So that's it. Then the next step is you have to use load env. Okay, this is one of the constructors I'm using just to load the content from .env. Okay, next step is if you go here and you have to define these steps. What exactly these steps I'm talking about? This 1 second, I'm just defining this class called Grok LLM. Okay, why I'm defining this class called Grok LLM? It will accept the LLM. Okay, then inside this the method is you have to take these and this will be always common when you are accessing Grok LLM or Open or any models. Okay, so similarly it will be you have to define it. It will be remain constant, so no need to do anything, right? Then the next step is you have to go here, define your step 0. Okay, what exactly the step 0? The step 0 is, okay, here you are going to define the step 0 is nothing but you are going to define your LLM. So that if you have seen my previous class, our very first step was to define the LLM, right? So this is just, you can say this is just like your prerequisites, or you can say it will be part of your agent, always will be like you have to keep it how you are keeping importing the libraries, right? Then the next step is, I told step 1 will be you have to define the LLM. Okay, this Grok LLM which is coming from here. Okay, using this is the method. Inside this method I'm going to define the model. Okay, I'm going to define the model. This is hard coded. I can parameterize this also, and this is the base URL of the Grok from where I'm accessing this particular model, and this is the API key, okay, which is been stored inside my .env. So if you want to use this also, I can use this. Okay, I'll just paste this here, paste this, and I can say Grok LLM key. Perfect, right? I can say Grok LLM key. So this is the step number 0. Then the step number 1 is you have to, once you have defined your model, then the next step is you have to define your agent, right? So you have defined your model, then you have to define your agent. So this is my agent in the step 1, define the agent. Okay, here I'm defining the agent is called, okay, agent. This is a method. Inside this method, okay, I'm giving a role to the agent. The role equal to you are a QA engineer. Okay, the goal is, okay, what is the goal of that particular agent? The analyst, okay, analyze the feature and the requirement, create 5 to 10 test cases, whatever you can write. It can be anything. What kind of agents you are going to build, accordingly you have to give the goal. It will be not like you have to always pass. This is completely depend upon your requirement, right? Then the backstory is nothing but the context, nothing but the background of the, if you give the background of your background or the context to the agent, so that agent will be capable enough to understand what exactly he has to do or she has to do. Okay, so because of this backstory is compulsory, you have to mandatory, you have to give it. So I'm giving a identity to the agent, I'm giving the goal to the agent, I'm saying that you are a QA engineer, you are responsible to analyze and generate the test case, 5 to 10 test case. And backstory, I'm saying also you are a senior QA engineer, you have 15 years of experience in planning, designing of the test case, blah blah blah. Okay, once I have defined the agent, I have to allocate the brain, allocate the LLM to that agent. Then only that agent is able to think, able to work, and able to deliver the work to you, right? So that's why I'm going to define the model LLM equal to grok LLM. That grok LLM is coming from the step number 1, where you have defined your model or your brain, right? Then bar was equal to true. Just this is just for your log, nothing else. Okay, now the next step is I'm going to put the task. Okay, so this is my task. Okay, so first of all, I have defined the model, nothing but the brain. Second, I'm defining the agent, nothing but the human. Okay, there I am, passing the brain, there I'm fitting the brain. Okay, I'm given the, I have given the identity to that particular agent, given the role, backstory. Then I'm going to give the task to that particular agent. Okay, I can say you are a QA engineer and you go ahead and build the test case. You can, whatever the responsibility you have given to the agent, then accordingly you have to give the task so that he will be going to perform, right? So now the test case underscore task I have given, task is a method which is coming from the grok, right here. Same for agent, same for crew, right? So this is also LLM coming from CrewAI. So now here I am giving the task to that particular agent description. In the description I'm giving create 5 to 10 test cases. Similarly, then I'm also, when I'm giving the description, nothing but I'm giving the task, then I'm also expecting the output, which kind of output I'm expecting from you when I'm giving the task to you. Now I'm just giving the agent to which agent is going to perform this task. I'm just giving agent equal to QA agent, which is coming from here. Okay, then this agent, how exactly this agent is going to action it, going to execute or going to perform the task, it will be, it will be controlled by a crew members. Okay, it will be going to control by a crew members, right? That crew members I'm going to define here in the step number 3. So this is my crew member. Okay, or you can say the leader, or you can say the team leader. Okay, that is going to perform. Okay, so now crew will be the team leader, which is going to perform the, give the instruction to the agent. So agent will going to perform the task with the help of LLM. So how you are going to give? Crew is a method which is coming from CrewAI. Okay, then the next step is you have to define the agent. Okay, so your crew is giving task to, or you are giving tasks or to which agent, so that you have to going to define agents equal to QA underscore agent. You can give n number of agents here by separated by comma, then the task. So what task you are going to give to the agent, that is also have been defined here, right? You can give any number of tasks, right, to the agent, so you can give that, right? So then verb was equal to true. So once the crew is decided to give the task to that particular agent, then that particular agent is going to perform the task and return back the results to crew. Okay, so that's it. So then the next step is crew.kickoff is nothing but it will going to trigger the executions, trigger the actions, so that the crew will send the action to the agent will perform the task and given back the results to me, right? So now what I'll do, I'll just clear. Okay, and once I'll clear, I'll just say Python 3. Okay, QA underscore analyst underscore agent dot py. Okay, so let me check. Yeah, this is the spelling mistake. Okay, so now if you see here, now it will be look for, yes, the problem is here. Okay. Grok API key, Grok LLM key, Grok API key, Grok LLM key. Let me check. Yes, that's the problem. So you saw, right? This is the variable name is called LLM model. I have given the LLM key. So but this is not the right way. I have to update. This is called LLM model, right? So now let me clear it. Control Z. Okay, so now let me re-execute the test script. Yeah, now the execution has been started. Okay, and why the crew execution is failed? Let me ask the questions to here, right? Can you can you go to my file in the current directory called QA underscore analyst underscore agent.py, and can you fix the issue I'm getting? So now if you see here, now it will going to fix the issue I'm getting inside my crew agent. So now it is going to check all my requirement, check my agent file, and going to fix it. Yeah, let me trying to rerun the test scripts. CrewAI is available. Okay, the error is clear. The model name this is in your env, it doesn't exist on grok api. Let me check what model grok actually support. Okay, that's the model issue only, so I will give the permission. You can go ahead and check and update one of the model which can work, right? So it's clear saying the issue is clear. The model name this is not exist in grok. The current model on the grok is this, but need to be reference differently. Grok hosting and this, and this is because this is the hosting mechanism thing. So what is saying, instead of using this, you can use this also. So I will update it. So to save the token, okay, I have updated. Let me see. Let me re-execute the script. Let's see this model is working or not. Perfect, this model is working now. So if you see now, this model is working completely fine. The issue was because of the model only, nothing else. Okay, so if you see here, this is the command I have executed. Okay, so if you see here, this is the command I have executed. It's talking about the updates available, execution started, this is the task, this is the agent, and this is the agent final answer. Okay, so if you see, this is the agent final answer, this is the test case 1, test case 2, okay, and this is the test case 3, test case 4, test case 5 until test case 10. Okay, and these are the test cases has been created for this particular website called abbcreation.com. Okay, and then if you see here, this is the task that is also been completed, and crew execution is also been completed successfully for all the test cases. Okay, here are the 10 test cases has been created for ABB creation login page. Okay, so I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Keep learning, never stop learning. Bye bye.